Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angelle and in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do to create a beautiful, cohesive space.
Baby girl love my bop and unlike me too. No roof on my top and my babe see-through.
There are 7 design principles that we need to talk about before you do anything. Balance, scale and proportion, rhythm, details, emphasis, and contrast. Why are those important? Well, because these are the design principles that are going to make your space look and feel as it should be. First things first is going to be the use of balance. Without balance in some form or fashion, your space is going to look a little disheveled. And unfortunately, there's a very thin line between disheveled and hot mess. And you don't want to be the one to cross that. So let me help you out. Listen to me. Come closer. Come closer. Here, I'll come closer to you too. Okay. So first things you want to do is pay attention to balance because that's going to help you create a space. And there are 3 types of balance that we need to consider. The first one being symmetrical balance. Symmetrical balance in a room can often mean mirroring similar objects on either side of the room. Asymmetrical balance is when you have 2 dissimilar sides of a design and have a position visual weight unequally, and yet you're still achieved a sense of balance. And last but not least would be radial. Radial symmetry is created when everything in the room radiates from a central point. I love symmetry. I love, love, love even numbers, even things, and even spaces. All right, so in terms of scale and proportion, basically what that means is how pieces or items fit into your space. For example, a larger space that's both large and wide would benefit from bulkier furniture. However, a large piece of furniture in a small space could overwhelm the balance. It's just going to look ridiculous. It's going to look silly. It's going to be a hazard, a trip hazard, and you're not going to be able to live there. And that's not what you want because that's the whole point. It's your house. You're supposed to live there and it's supposed to be comfortable for you and the guests that come to visit. Pay attention to your dimensions. Make sure that you double, triple, quadruple measure if you have to. Make your space work for you. Don't work super hard for it. The more you know, it's my tip for the day. Unity, according to Rick James, right? Rick James? Yeah, it was Rick James. Point is, unity is one of my favorite principles. It allows your space to feel and act cohesive because of the materials that you choose. If you're going to have a material in one area of the home, you probably should have something that's similar to it in another area of the home to make sure that your whole entire home is a unique and unified experience. I love using colors, for instance. I don't like a lot of color, but when I do have my muted tones, I typically try to have them in each area of my home used in similar ways. Things should mirror each other symmetrically or asymmetrically, depending on what you want. Unity is awesome. There's so many ways to achieve it. Get some cool fabrics or get some really cool like materials, like metals, different woods, paint colors, and kind of try to see if you can replicate that in different ways throughout your space and see how unified it looks. Just like in music, rhythm is an important design principle to follow. Basically, rhythm can enhance spaces by incorporating decorative repetition that captures the eye. For instance, you can accomplish this through the same tapware finishes in your kitchen and your bathroom. You know, if you want to do something like that, you definitely need to decide on one consistent finish. For additional rhythm, you can use similar furniture styles in your bedroom and living areas to provide intriguing comparisons. Details, details, details. Attention to detail. That's usually regarded as a personal strength, so it's no surprise that it's a strength in interior design. Detailed design can often make or break your design in your space. Now, the reason why I say that is because the more you pay attention to these details, the more it sets you apart from just a regular design and puts you into the higher end, kind of luxury design. For instance, this table in this picture here. You see the wall on the back is super wavy and it's got this gorgeous kind of like a rocky-like appearance, like a smooth rock appearance. But look at the light fixture. The light fixture is a direct reflection of that accent wall. It replicates what you see on the wall and kind of brings that in. The light does stand out and the wall stands out and they support each other. Those type of details will definitely set you apart. That's going to take your design a lot further and make it look balanced and beautiful. So details, don't skimp, pay attention. It's going to look amazing and beautiful. Emphasis. Emphasis. Now, basically, what you want to do is you want to have one focal point in your space that draws you in as soon as you walk into that space. And that is where you're going to be placing your emphasis. Now, that could be a fireplace, it can be a large piece of art, it can be a statue. Hell, some people even have cars. I've seen it in the living room on a turning pad, and you walk in and there's a Lamborghini in the living room. I haven't seen it in person, but I've seen it on TV. The point is, make sure there's emphasis. You don't want to have a lot of things that are competing with each other, and then move on to the next thing. And the very last thing, contrast. Contrast. Come on now. Contrast is one of my favorite of the 7 principles, and here's why. Whether it's shapes, materials, or texture, you have a large variety of media to play with in terms of developing this unique principle. Contrast is the perfect way to add intrigue to a space that could otherwise become mundane. It plays to the strengths of pitting together polar opposites to establish its unique power. See that? Ooh, unique. Your home should be a reflection of that, which is you. Contrast is important. It makes things feel a little more high end. It just gives it a little bit more depth. So that concludes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys learned a lot here about the 7 design principles in order to make a beautiful, cohesive space. My name is Angelle Burris. If you like this content, then do not forget to hit the like button, please. And if you want to, subscribe. If you also have any recommendations that, how I can make content better, please do. Because although I've had this channel for a little while, I'm still a baby YouTuber. Baby YouTuber, and I'm trying to learn how to get better. So any suggestions or comments that you guys have, feel free to put them down in the comment section, and I will see you guys next week. Have a wonderful day, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Hating on a pen, don't stop, shit ain't gon' feed you. I've been all on my grind, so why I need you? Baby girl love my bop and I like me too. No roof on my top and my babe see through.